That's Keith Wallen down 3 to number 20. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Plush into house. Well, 1/4 of Plush anyway. As of midnight last night, their song is number 5 on our flagship station playlist. Number 8 on the WPNT playlist, if I can speak this morning. Well, actually, it's morning right now while we're recording this interview. And they're within the top 15 on the rest of our affiliates with their song Hate. It's crazy. And you're just rocking up the Foundation's charts. Moriah is with me right now. Moriah, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am so good since you are here. Thank you so much for being on Real Rock Nights. I,
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it, man. We pride ourselves here on Real Rock Nights for bringing bands that are shaping the rock landscape of today. But Plush isn't really doing that. You're more like plowing the field and laying the foundation.
Oh,
what,
oh my gosh.
what is
Wow, thank you.
what is going on? Was this always something that was in your mind to do and put together, or did it just happen?
It kind of it actually wasn't always like, well, I always wanted to be a part of a band. Because growing up and stuff, every single artist that I looked up to, they were all bands. I mean, every single one of them, with the exception of like Lady Gaga. And that's
Okay.
it. But I always saw myself as the front woman of a band, or the guitar player in a band when I was little. And the only thing I never saw coming was being in a group with all girls. I didn't see that coming, and it's really cool to be able to share that experience with each other, because we can all relate on that level of just being girls.
Yeah.
Um, and we can go through all the everything together.
The trials, tribulations of
Right, of
female
being
group. Yeah.
right, exactly. But yeah, I mean, aside from that though, we are just you know like any other band out there. I'm not too like, oh, it's just revolutionary, it's all girls, like
Well,
I'm
see,
not like. But
I love that actually, because to hear you say that, because about, I want to say 3 years ago now, uh there was this huge outpouring of female led bands.
mhm,
All these male bands were, and there were even a lot of male bands that would just put females in their bands because that was the thing to do. Then
right, it's like a
all of a sudden this random female would just pop up in a band.
right,
You'd be like, what the hell's going on? And then
right,
people started gravitating towards the question, what does it feel like to be in a man or a woman in a man's world?
right.
And it's like, wait a minute. Okay. Do you know that women have been like rocking and leads in this industry for like 50, 60 years? You go way back. I was just talking to Madam Mayhem about this the other
Mhm.
day. You go way back, and there's women have always been heavy hitters in the industry. So I love to hear you say that.
Yeah, and it's, I of course I always respect and I love, the women who've paved the way uh for, bands like Plush and you know bands like Hailstorm, and front they have front women or all female rock bands, whatever. I really respect them. And you know we wouldn't be able to have I wouldn't say like smooth sailing, but we wouldn't be able to have the road would definitely be much more bumpy as females if they weren't there before us.
If they
If they didn't pave the way. But I totally
exactly.
agree. It's kind of it's really, I think it is really cool it's always cool to see an all-female band. Okay, it just is. But um I'm not huge on, I don't want that to be the number one thing that people focus on, because I
But
know that that's a big thing today.
well, they're not just
So
going to focus on it, man. Your music is incredible. I mean, the one tune that's out right now, I'm just blown away and excited as
thank
hell.
you.
What do you envision for Plush? Do you have like a plan or anything, like a 20-year or something?
We just really want to continue to share our music and, who we are with the world, and just, continue to grow our fan base. And because, as you just said, there's only one song out right now. People, there's still so much of Plush for people to know. So I really, really look forward to that. We are almost in pre-production for our first album,
Okay.
which is really, really exciting. I'm super, super excited to work on that. That'll probably be out within the year, definitely.
Awesome.
I don't know around what time, but it's definitely going to be out within the year. And yeah, hopefully, if COVID will let us, we have a lot of live stuff planned too for this summer, and hopefully the fall too. I hopefully, everybody's, because people are getting vaccinated now, and hopefully things will be opening back up.
It's like, well, I'm already starting to see a little bit.
Yes, yeah, me too.
So yeah, hopefully I do think it's going to be going
Yeah.
to take time for us to get back to the way we were before. But
Oh, for sure.
I am really looking forward to actually being able to get out and see you guys live. I want
Thank
to,
you.
in talking about live stuff, what you're putting together your stage show and that stuff, or going through what you're going to do for a stage show and stuff. What do you want people to know? What are they going to expect at a Plush show?
You really can just expect straight up raw rock and roll, I guess. There's no really gimmick or anything, like any sort of, like, it's a show, but it's not like a show, if you know what I mean, where it's
Yeah.
like, I know a lot of, and it's great, I know a lot of bands, you see a lot of bands that'll do like really cool stuff, like they got outfits and makeup and all sorts of stuff, which is really awesome. But Plush isn't really that. So I guess you could just expect us to go on stage, plug in and play. And also just energy, energy packed. I know for me personally, when I'm on stage, and the crowd is responsive, it's like, I don't know what it is. I hear a lot of people talk about like how there's just something that comes over them, or something that it's like their alter ego. And that's how I feel, whenever I'm on stage. So
Oh, really?
can definitely expect that. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Just straight up rock from you guys. I love it. You have a statement on your website that I think is really cool. You're on a mission to bring back rock to the forefront of the music industry. Now, with that, and then you saying that it's straightforward rock and roll, and then also in hearing this first tune, Hate, and it's just a hard driving rock tune. Is that does that kind of lay out the I don't know what you want to say, of like blueprints of what we're going to expect from Plush here in your first album?
I think so. I definitely, I would say, what do you mean, like this, as far as sound?
Yes.
Or, yeah, sound wise, yeah, I think definitely that is kind of, yeah, I guess you could say the blueprint of what you would expect. So,
Of what would expect. Okay.
yeah, just pretty straightforward, uh, not too produced, just rock and roll. So
Just getting together and going for it. Okay. One
yeah.
question from one of our longtime listeners. She was pretty pumped that Plush was going to be on the show. And so she was talking about, well, she must be a big comic book fan, because she was talking about Stan Lee and she was writing all this stuff about, she took a line from Spider-Man. And with great power comes great responsibility. How do you feel knowing that you possibly influence others? Does that change
Oh,
your
that's a
style?
great question. Um, I wouldn't say it changes my style. I love the idea of influencing others, and because I'm very I don't know, I always want to inspire people and influence people, and I don't really I don't know. That's a question that I haven't really thought of that much. All I can say is I would be extremely honored to influence someone, and you know, I love that saying. I wholeheartedly agree. You know,
Nope.
it's great responsibility.
Well,
But it's a great question. No one's ever asked me that.
I have a feeling that probably in the things you've already done, you probably already like laid the seeds of probably influencing somebody to do something a certain way or something. I would bet you have people out there that are like, I want to be just like her. I want to be just like her.
Well, that's an amazing thought. That really is amazing.
So touring plans, you said that you are trying. Do you have a plan laid out, and are you just waiting to see what happens?
Yeah, it's really just a waiting game, kind of. It's frustrating because everything's just still so uncertain. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, we have a lot of things, in talks right now, and hopefully we're trying to make it work and stuff like that. So it really is just gonna be, unfortunately, a waiting game to
Okay.
see where the state of everything is at.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to hang tight and wait. Uh, One thing that I lastly wanted to talk about, and I'm losing my train of thought. Duh. Website plushrocks.net, correct?
Yes, correct.
And you guys are all over the internet, right?
Yeah, we're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and it's all under Plush Rocks.
Plush Rocks. Okay.
Yep, that's
So,
the handle.
and then anything as far as, well, your song Hate is number 9 on Foundations right now. And
Oh
so I'm
wow.
not going to be playing Hate right now. That's going to be next hour. But do you have a song that you would, I want to play a song from you out of our interview. Do you have
Oh,
let's do a favorite song of Mariah's?
oh man. Hmm. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. Let
Take
me
your
see.
time. It's all
I
good.
think a favorite song of mine. I don't know. I would say the last thing that I released before Plush was a song called Champion. Um,
Okay.
so I guess I would say that.
Champion. Would I have access to
Champion.
it?
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
I think you should be able to find it on YouTube and Apple Music and Spotify and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. I'll go
yeah,
to Apple Music and I'll pick it up. Champion. Okay. Well,
yeah.
that is it. Mariah, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And
Thank
here
you.
we go. This is Mariah. Very last thing. Okay. I need a rock star howl from you.
Oh man, I'm
Can
trying
you
to
do
think.
it?
A rock star howl.
A rock star howl.
I'm a little, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm okay. As if you couldn't tell, I'm really awkward. Like I'm such an introvert. It's not even funny. Okay. Uh, I get so shy.
Oh,
Um,
you wait a minute. Let's discuss this a bit. You get shy, but yet you're like a budding rock star. How does
I
that work?
do.
How
I
does that
listen.
work?
I
You're
have
gonna be
no
on stage and
idea.
What happens? What happens when Plush is doing stadium shows and you're in front of 55,000 people?
Well, I'm telling you, it's like like I said earlier, it's like this alter ego that comes over me when I'm on stage. It's crazy. And like, I mean, I don't know. I think playing like bigger venues is, in a way, it's easier on me because you can't really like make eye contact with people because there's so many. It's like you just kind of
Oh, so you
stare
kind
out
of
into a
feel
sea
like
of people.
you kind of feel like you're like in your bedroom playing or something. Okay, I
Right. And
kind of see that.
if it's like a, like a bar, or like a smaller venue, there's all these people and you can see their faces and they're just like, so watching you play. But usually by the second song I break out of the little nervous shell and just go.
But so do you well, hell, you haven't really done a bunch of live shows as a band yet, so I really can't ask that. Because you've never I was gonna ask, so do you hang out with fans after the show at the merch table and stuff? But you've really
I
never
d-
gotten to do that stuff yet, have you?
well, I have, because I did a lot of we haven't played as a band because we kind of just like formed during the pandemic, but
Okay.
before that, actually, like my whole entire livelihood was just playing live shows. I got, I did the solo thing for a while, after, especially being like, I was on The Voice on season 16, or no, season 13. And after that, that got me a lot of like great opportunities. But I really have been playing out since I was like 11, and
Oh,
I've
okay. I did
yeah,
not
yeah,
know that
yeah. I've had
in
a lot of
researching stuff. Well,
yeah, and
I
I've
knew that you've been playing that long, but I didn't know that
mhm.
you've been actually out and about doing stuff.
Yeah, that was like my main thing. And I've had really cool opportunities. I'm really grateful. Like uh I've played a lot of shows with like Michael Sweet and Striper, and we got to open up for Joan Jett twice, and we played with Hailstorm. So it was just, but it was as a solo thing. So,
Okay.
but with Plush, I haven't had the opportunity to do that. But yes, to answer your question, I do hang out at the merch table for pretty after every show. Actually, I hang out at the merch table and
And
talk with
you
people.
just awkwardly hang around.
Well,
I'm
we have a lot of conversations, and it's awesome. You meet so many like great people and have great conversations.
yeah, yeah. That's well, I'm gonna think about it. Now whenever I see you, I'm gonna think about that introvert.
I know, it's so funny. It's so ironic.
But that's cool too. I didn't know uh you played with Hailstorm and Joan Jett. That
Yeah,
is awesome.
yeah,
Were-
we got to open up two shows for Joan Jett, and one night was with Dorothy and Joan Jett, and then the next night was with Hailstorm and Joan Jett. So
Oh,
it was really
Dorothy.
awesome.
I haven't thought of Dorothy for a few years now.
Yeah.
They're still out doing stuff?
I honestly am not sure. I think, I don't know, to be honest. Um, but they were really awesome. I really love her voice. So
That's yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Really, really do.
yeah.
So, but Mariah, I don't want to take up all day with you because I know that you're busy, you have stuff to do. And thank you once again for being on. And let's listen to Champion, shall we?
Thank you so much. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me again. I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, hey, and remember, I tell this to everyone that comes on. This is your show, okay? You got something you want to promote, something, even if it's something as simple as you like holding up your phone and filming like a 10-second clip of you saying hi to your fans. Send it to me. I'll get it on the
Oh,
show. I'll get the
thank you
audio
so
on the show.
much.
I'll get you on the website. whatever you want. This is the show is for the fans, and the show is for the artists. That's
Well,
it.
that's
And I'm like a music
awesome.
share on steroids. I just
Well, I really, really appreciate it. You know, especially like during these times. You know, it's very, very helpful. So I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. It is all yours. So here we go. Real Rock Nights rolls on. This is Mariah's, well, her favorite song that she's ever done, Champion. It's right here, right now. It's on Real Rock Nights.